Hello everyone, my name is James Stacy and I serve as president of the Marbridge Foundation. I'd like to welcome you this evening and also welcome you to our Christmas program of 2020. 2020 has been unusual for all of us, and the program this year is as great as it's ever been, but it's a little different because you aren't here in person. Marbridge, for those of you who don't know, is 67 years old this year. And it was established in 1953 by Ed and Marge Bridges with 5 young men teaching them independent living skills on this very property. Today we have 265 residents that live here from all over the United States and all over the world, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry that we can't be together this year, but I look forward to the years that when we can, and I'm sure that'll be soon. I hope all of you have a very Merry Christmas from all of us here at Marbridge to all of you. There's tremendous hope here at Marbridge, and there's tremendous hope for the future. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us here at Marbridge for our virtual Christmas program this year. I know coming to the Christmas program for many of you is the great start to your holiday season, and the residents are also very disappointed that they don't get to perform for you in person this year. But we have to be safe. We had to change directions midway through the year with the program, and the residents have prepared a cute little play called A COVID Christmas for You, along with music from the choir and the band, and Dear Santa from the Villa residents. We hope you all have a Merry Christmas and hope to see you in 2021 in person again for the annual Marbridge Christmas program.
Good These are trying times we're going through. Uncharted territory, the great unknown. But one thing is for sure, we're going to make it through. Now, I did what I do best, which was to sit down with my guitar and try to put something to words for you, maybe to brighten up your day. Here's my idea. We write this one together. I'm going to give you the chorus. I'm going to give you the first verse. I'm going to play the second verse, but you tell me your story. Tell me what you're going through. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me if you're hurting. Talk about that high school graduation that's going to be canceled. Talk about that prom you just might not have. Talk about that baby coming and there's nothing you can do about that. Talk about the paycheck that you're losing. Talk about being afraid, looking out your window and wondering what to make of all this. Just remember, we're going to get through it. So sing your song, you and me, together. And remember, when you can't do what you do what you can.
Tonight they're shutting down the borders, and they boarded up the schools. Small towns are rolling up their sidewalks, one last paycheck coming through. I know you're feeling kinda nervous, but all a little bit confused. Nothing's the same, this ain't a game, we gotta make it through. When you can't do what you do what you can. This ain't my prayer, it's just a thought I'm wanting to send. Round here we bend but don't break, down here we all understand. When you can't do what you do what you can.
Here's your verse.
When you can't do what you do what you can. This ain't my prayer, it's just a thought I'm wanting to send. Round here we bend but don't break, down here we all understand. When you can't do what you do what you can.
Here's your verse.
When you can't do what you do what you can. This ain't my prayer, it's just a thought I'm wanting to send. Round here we bend but don't break, down here we all understand. You can't do what you do what you can. And you can't do what you do what you can. You can't do what you do what you can.
Look, that was great. We wrote this song together.
When you can't do what you do what you can. This ain't my prayer, it's just a thought I'm wanting to send. Round here we bend but don't break, down here we all understand. When you can't do what you do what you can.
Hey, what's up?
I'd like some help with writing a letter to Santa. Could you please help me?
Of course. Come on in. Hey, Jan.
Hey, Daniel, would you help me with a letter to Santa?
Of course, I'll help you with a letter for Santa Claus. I'd love to. To write a letter for Santa Claus, we need special paper and a very special pen.
Oh, yeah? Show it to me.
I will do that. Here is a special paper and our special pen.
Whoa!
So hey Jen, what do you want for Christmas?
All I want for Christmas is
You know, Jen, I think we're gonna need more help. Don't you agree?
I agree, Daniel.
Okay, Daniel asked me to help residents write letters to Santa. So Larry, what do you want this year for Christmas?
I wanna
Daniel asked me to help him with writing letters to Santa. Santa Claus. What would you like for Christmas?
Daniel asked me to ask you what you wanted for Christmas. I'm making a list for Santa Claus.
Daniel wanted me to ask you what you want for Christmas this year.
It's a Barbie doll.
A Barbie doll? Okay, let me write that on your list.
Hey Ray, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Daniel asked me to help him because we're trying to write some letters to Santa. You have any idea what you want this year for Christmas?
Santa, everyone did an excellent job, and we all believe in you.
Hello everyone. We're on the stage here in Victory Hall where in a normal year we would all be anxiously and excitedly backstage ready to perform for you all as one community and one Marbridge family. But what's been normal about 2020? Not much. We hope you enjoy the program that we've prepared this year. It's certainly, like every year, is a group effort by many Marbridge employees to make it a success. And most importantly, the residents. This year certainly has been different, but they have really been troopers, especially this year, in light of the fact that when the pandemic hit, we were in the midst of preparing a different program than the one you're about to see. So within just a few months, we changed direction, made it relevant to the COVID-19 pandemic, and the residents worked extremely hard to prepare an all-new drama and presentation for you. Hats off to them. They're resilient, hardworking, wonderful human beings, and it's our privilege to serve them. We thank you for letting us have the opportunity to serve them. We hope you enjoy this year's play, perfectly timed for 2020.
Hey, what are you guys looking at?
Humans.
Oh yeah, it's the Christmas season. Lots of good people watching entertainment this time of year.
I agree with you, my angel friend. Especially this year.
Why this year?
What do you mean, why this year? What cloud have you been hiding under?
I haven't been hiding under any cloud. And why are they wearing those things over their faces? And what's with the guy with all that toilet paper?
The guy with the toilet paper? I haven't a clue. But those masks they're wearing over their faces, they've been wearing those for months now.
And you say you haven't been hiding under a cloud?
Oh, just get to the point already, will ya?
Humans are wearing masks. Most humans anyway, because of the pandemic.
And what's a pandemic?
What's a pandemic? How did you earn your wings anyway?
An infectious epidemic threatening the entire world, every nation, every tribe.
Oh, kind of like an atomic bomb.
Kind of, but not exactly. It makes people sick.
Oh, like the flu?
Ah, but much worse, more deadly. And the serious issue is there isn't a vaccine for it yet.
Oh dear.
And while people are waiting for a vaccine, humans have been told to stay away from each other so they don't spread the virus.
That's not good. People need one another.
You're right, in more ways than one. You see that man over there?
Yes, he sure looks depressed, that poor guy.
He is. Depression has been a huge problem during this pandemic, but that's not all. He may lose his business.
His business caught the virus?
You're killing me, Jerry.
The name is Clarence, not Jerry.
Nothing gets past you now, does it? No, you knucklehead. His business didn't catch the virus. Businesses don't get viruses. People do.
Oh, that's what I figured. So what's the problem?
Restaurants make money from people coming, but if they can't go to restaurants, then what?
It's called quarantine. People can't go to restaurants right now because of quarantine.
Quarantini?
No, not quarantini, although that has become a thing these days. No, quarantine. People staying inside with their families, separated from groups of other people. The point is, his restaurant needs people to visit and eat there in order to survive. People can't come, no business, no income, no rent is paid on the building.
I get it. What a shame.
It is a shame.
We gotta do something. We got powers up here, you know.
Yes, the boss has powers, but humans need to learn to care for each other and develop perseverance when times get tough.
But there is something you can do.
Me? Oh, I can't fix this. It's too big for me.
No, it's not. You're not fixing the problem.
You just need to provide hope to the poor guy. Change his perspective on things. Help him count his blessings in the midst of his struggle.
Oh, I can do that.
Yes, you can. Now, before you work your Clarence charm on him, take a look at what's happening first.
He's at home now with his kids. His wife is coming back from the grocery store.
And what's a grocery store?
Really?
No time to explain. You'll get it. Just pay attention.
I'm not sure that's enough.
You're not being very angelic.
Well, you're making it hard.
Well, what's his name at least?
George Bailey.
Well, looks like a productive trip.
Mostly productive, but definitely exhausting.
Any luck on toilet paper?
No! I saw the last HEB package ahead of me, and the good stuff was already cleared out. It had my name on it. And this man sped up behind me with his evil laugh, grabbing it off the shelf in front of me. I couldn't believe it. Hoarders!
What's up with these people? Craziness, I tell you what.
How are things going while I was gone?
Oh, you know, we took the dog on our morning hike, ate a snack, and now just sitting down for some math.
Yay, Mom's home! Did you get the cookies? Save us, Dad's getting ready to teach us math.
You'll get through it. And yes, I got the cookies. But I see this COVID-15 is headed our way before this is over.
I thought it was COVID-19.
Mom's talking about pounds. You know, the weight we're going to gain pulling through 2 boxes of cookies every day.
What else are you going to do when we watch Netflix?
How about more math and more family puzzles and less Netflix?
Because Dad isn't as much fun with math as Mrs. Smith.
We already worked with 5 puzzles this week.
What are you talking about? I'm fun.
Well, dear, you'll get through it. I'll give you that. All right, kids, can you give Dad and I a few minutes to chat before math starts?
How about 40 minutes and time for another episode of Parks and Rec?
How about 10 minutes and back here for math? How's things going with the restaurant, dear? Did you make the appointment with Mr. Potter?
I did, at 4:00 p.m. today.
Great.
Nah, it won't be great. You know Potter, he's not going to budge on those rent payments.
What's wrong with that man?
He's always been a tight wad, that's for sure. But to his credit, can't expect every business owner carrying the burden of all the others. I'll try my best to work a deal with him, though.
Oh, look, it's George Bailey.
How you doing, George?
Hey, George. Tell them about this virus and...
Oh, terrible indeed. You guys doing okay?
Oh, we're making it.
We sure do miss your yummy cooking, though. Can't wait for the restaurant to open up again.
Is that the truth?
I can taste the food now. Hey, dude, where you going with that toilet paper? That's why there's not left in the grocery stores.
Hoarders.
Yep, we're getting pretty creative around our house. Yeah, TMI.
Homeless and hungry, anything helps.
Why, sure. There you go.
Here, it's not much, but I hope it helps.
Oh, thank you, and God bless.
I guess we're not the only ones struggling during this pandemic thingy.
No, we're not. Gotta go, guys. Late for an appointment. Take care, everyone.
You take care, George.
Good to see you, George. We'll pray that the restaurant opens up again soon.
George, I'd really like to help you. I really would. But I can't carry the loans on all my tenants. That would leave me in jeopardy. And I realize this town thinks I'm greedier than Scrooge. But overextending myself isn't good business.
What would you have me to do, Potter? This restaurant has been my life's work, and I have a family to support.
Your wife works too, George. The government will help a little, but it's times like these that a small business owner needs to get creative. You know, think outside the box.
This first restaurant has been my life's work. I make delicious food and serve in a cozy atmosphere. People can do is take out, but the atmosphere is part of the experience. If you aren't willing to work with me, I may have to close the restaurant. You'll be bearing a serious community gathering place around here.
No one's thinking about atmosphere or community gathering right now, George. But food. Food is a vital necessity. I've done all I can do, George. I'm a businessman, not a welfare agency. And you're a very smart, resourceful man, George. I need to use that talent of yours. Come up with the rent, or I'm going to have to evict you. That's all there is to it.
Okay, Jerry?
The name is Clarence, not Jerry.
Yeah. Okay, Clarence. Here's your chance.
Wish me luck.
You'll be fine.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Been better. Who are you?
The name's Clarence.
Hi, Clarence. George.
Oh, yeah. Hi, George. I know you.
You do? That's weird. It's been here weird is all I can say.
Yeah, so I've seen. So what's the problem?
What's the problem? Well, let's see. A deadly pandemic has closed our schools and businesses. Our families all cooped up together, and we're trying to educate our kids and not lose our minds at the same time. Meanwhile, our restaurant is shut down, and we might even lose it if I can't pay the rent on the building. So there you go. That's the problem.
So I see. All very serious stuff.
That's an understatement.
Well, George, the way I say it, when times are tough, it helps to look outside yourself. You know, help someone else who might be worse off than you.
Well, helping someone else pay the rent of my building?
Well, no, not exactly. It gives you a different perspective in the situation you're in. Takes the focus off of your own problems and lift up somebody else.
Well, I think I'm the one needing help here. I mean, I know I'm not the only one struggling, but give me a break.
Well, actually, you'd be amazed. Choosing to bless someone blesses us in the process. An added blessing, let's say.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But still, I don't know how to say the, hey, where'd you go? You just finished in thin air. 2020 just keeps on getting weirder. Honey, I'm home.
How'd it go?
Hey, Dad's home.
Did you bring him more cookies?
No, I didn't bring more cookies. Your brother brought cookies this morning. How about an apple?
I'm not hungry. Never mind.
Go play. Outside.
Aw, Dad!
You need a break from the TV. Well, chalk this afternoon up for another day of Stranger Things.
Oh?
Well, old man Potter isn't budging collecting the rent.
Oh?
No, he says I need to get creative, use my brain and think outside the box.
You know, I think we've been doing pretty well outside the box.
But then the oddest thing that happened in the park, even odder than the guy running down the street with tons of toilet paper in his arms.
Did you trip him? I hope you tripped him.
No, I didn't trip him. Next time, I'll keep that in mind though. I was sitting on the park bench and this man named Clarence just came out of the middle of nowhere. He knew my name even.
Well, dear, your restaurant is the most popular in town.
Yeah, well, anyway, this clearance person was asking me about my troubles. It was like he had no idea what was going on in the world. Very strange man. At any rate, he's just suggested that I take my attention off myself and help someone else.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Well, I did get some few bucks to this poor and homeless lady. It felt good.
I'm sure it did.
You know, we have been blessed this year. Maybe I can fire up the oven and set up something like, I don't know, a soup kitchen type or something like that.
Well, I think that's a great idea.
People were asking me when this restaurant would open again. They said they sure miss my cooking.
Mm-hmm. I see those wheels are spinning. Go on.
I got it. What do you think of this? Another brisket taco, guacamole on the side.
Got it.
That's mine.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Oh, thanks.
Don't put the pickle on the taco. It goes on the side.
I like pickles on my tacos.
Of course you do.
Pulled pork on corn.
Huh? I never thought putting meat on top of my corn on the cob.
It's the tortilla, a corn tortilla, not a corn on the cob.
Oh!
Customers are waiting. Get those orders out and pull your mask over your nose.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. I've missed George's cooking so much.
Me and you both.
I just got my order and it tastes wonderful. What a great idea this is.
I agree. Feeding the homeless, same as restaurant too. It's a win-win for everyone.
Oh, look, everyone's wanting to get on the fun. There's a toilet paper holder.
What? I'm back about to give him an earful.
Oh no, today you're not. Today's about our community. Give him a taco instead of an earful of your hot air.
You're right. It's on me.
Yeah, thanks. Did you deliver?
Here, come right up and get your taco.
But I can't pay you. I don't have any money.
You don't need any. It's on us.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Bailey. I wish I could give you something.
Your being here, enjoying my food is my payment.
God bless you, Mr. Bailey.
George, I'm proud of you, and I'm humbled.
Why? Thank you, Mr. Potter.
I underestimated you and our community.
Yeah, well, I certainly didn't do this alone, and you were right. I needed to think outside the box and outside of myself.
George, as a businessman, I can't provide free rent on the building space, but I can contribute to what you're doing here. It's a good thing, George, it really is. So I'm giving you $25,000 to your Feeding the Homeless project here. Do you have a name for it?
No. We've been too busy and forgot about that minor detail.
How about the Humble Taco?
The Humble Taco. Sounds great, Mr. Potter. And thank you, sir, for everything.
George!
Clarence, you're going sure styles a person.
But hey, I see things are looking up.
They sure are. You gave me some great advice at the park that day. It saved my restaurant and my family.
Happy to help, George. I'm so happy to help.
Say, do you live around here? I don't think I seen you that day in the park.
Yeah, you could say I do.
Will I see you again?
Yeah, anytime, George. Just think of me and I'll be right here.
Huh? Oh, okay. Say, thanks again, Clarence, for just being here at the right time.
It's my pleasure, George.
Where'd he go? Whatever. Chalk it up another 2020.
You did good, Clarence.
Yes, you did.
Aw, thanks, guys. You think the boss is pleased?
Yes, I think the boss is pleased. Giving humans hope is what we're all about up here.